This is Alex Crutch, defensive line coach with UNC Pembroke, and you're watching the Black and Gold Report on WFXB.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this week's edition of the Black and Gold Report, a show all about UNC Pembroke athletics. I'm Jenna Davison, and today on the show we're going to be talking to the Director of Marketing and Promotions, Scott Warner, and on the second half of the show, Karen Savitz is going to be interviewing the head golf coach, David Synan. But first, we're joined by Scott Warner. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
Well, since you're a first-timer on the show, I want to give you the opportunity to tell us a little bit about yourself, where you're from, how you got started in the business, and what eventually led you to UNCP.
Well, I'm from Fayetteville. I'm a local guy. I went to NC State University, started working there in the athletic department right from the get-go. Worked for Wolfpack Sports Properties, which is their sponsorship division. Got to learn a lot about how things work in athletics. As soon as I finished up my undergraduate degree there, started working for NC State full-time in the marketing and promotions department. At the same time, I was getting my master's degree in sports administration. Did that for a total of 7 years before I decided to come home, working here at UNC Pembroke now. A lot of people in my family were athletes here. My dad played soccer, my cousin played baseball, so it was a natural fit for me.
Well, talk about the role a marketing and promotions director serves in an athletic department, and what sort of other roles you undertake as well as an assistant athletics director.
Well, bottom line, I want to be able to promote our teams and help us achieve our financial goals. You know, it's really important for us to have a positive game day atmosphere across the board at all of our events. When people come to a UNC Pembroke football game, we want them to feel the excitement of college athletics. And the same thing for basketball. You know, you look at our venue in the Jones Center, it's a great place for college basketball. When it's full, it's as loud as anywhere in the country. We also want to be able to build bridges to everyone in the community with all of our local businesses, help them be a part of UNC Pembroke athletics. And also all of our other units on campus, show them, you know, it's about building a robust campus experience for our students. We want to get them involved as much as possible and show them that, you know, being a part of UNCP athletics is a great way to enjoy your campus experience.
Well, you had a prior working relationship with athletics director Dick Christie, as both of you also served in the same department as at NC State. What have been some of the challenges of working in a rural setting now, and what sort of things have you been able to bring with you from NC State and transition into your new role with the Braves?
Well, there's no question that while the population might be less in this area, it enables us to have a family atmosphere and show people that, you know, we're a tight-knit bunch and we're here to support everyone. So what we've tried to do is bring a lot of the things that we were doing on a large scale at NC State and do them on a smaller scale here. And little things like improving the game day atmosphere at football with the team run out and with them coming through the tunnel and having the smoke, that just shows people that, hey, you know, we're here to play. And also with basketball, having the lights out with the spotlight on all of our players, just little things like that that, you know, show that this is what college athletics is all about.
Well, what are some of the main selling points about UNCP athletics, and what are some of the other strategies for getting a potential business or individual interested in supporting the athletics department?
Well, the number one thing about UNCP is how supportive the community is. You know, we look at all of the local businesses, and not only are they starting to show more interest in being a part of UNCP athletics, but their business operators are at our games. People know who they are, and that's a great thing for people to see. You know, in our game day atmosphere at football this year was among the best in all of Division II. We got tremendous feedback from CBS Sports when they aired the nationally televised game against Winston-Salem State. They just were head over heels about how great things were for us that day, and tailgating was obviously a big selling point for us there. And like I mentioned, when the Jones Center's full, it's as good of a place to play as anywhere. Community support is absolutely vital for success for UNCP. It really extends to every person who shows up to our events. We want them to see that, you know, when you're a part of UNCP, you're a part of a family, and we have that tight-knit atmosphere here.
Well, can you describe a typical football or basketball game day for you from the early morning to the end of the event? And what are some of the marketing and promotion strategies you have on docket for those typical athletic events?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff that goes on that people don't realize, and what goes into putting on a successful athletic event. Setup begins several hours before the game. Things like setting up our inflatables, hanging signage, putting out the T-shirts, and all the other giveaway items that we use during the game. And it's my job to make sure all the different pieces and all the moving parts within an athletic event are being coordinated and going off as they're supposed to. Things like communicating with our coaching staff the exact time for the team to run out of the tunnel, the exact time for kickoff, things like that. Making sure the band knows where they're supposed to be and when they're going to be playing. Coordinating the spirit squad's interaction with the crowd, all those sorts of things. I also write all of the scripts for the PA announcer, create a timeline for when everything's going to happen for all of our special presentations on the field, when we're recognizing someone, making sure the chancellor or the athletic director know where they need to be for those types of presentations. Also coordinating all the promotional videos that we play on the Jumbotron, when exactly those are going to go off. And music also plays a big factor into the game day experience. And what we try to do is have a balance between what our players and coaches want to hear on game day, as well as what the fans want to hear, having fan-friendly music. And game day is really a balancing act between both of those. We let our players and coaches choose some of the songs that they want to hear during key situations, at timeouts, third down, kickoff, those sorts of things. And then we also try to even that out by playing things that are more fan-friendly and upbeat.
All right, well, thank you so much. And we're going to take our first commercial break, and when we come back, we're going to continue talking to Scott Warner, so stay tuned.